So once you're comfortable crossing the poi forwards while facing one direction and crossing the poi backwards facing the other direction, you're ready to play with turning. So it's all about being consistent. So I've got, in my space, I've got my helmets on this side, my shields on the other side, and I make an agreement with myself that the poi are always crossing down through the helmets, and the poi are always crossing up through the shields. And that's an agreement I really need to keep if I want to progress with poi. So I can start with the helmets, and you have what you have, and we're crossing down. Now, as the poi, you can stop and keep spinning it on this side, which is at your left shoulder. Then just turn around, and the poi stays on the plane. So if I'm facing this way, it's going forwards relative to my body. If I'm facing this way, it's going backwards, just like turning around in your car. The car doesn't change directions, but if you're facing backwards, you're going backwards. When I'm facing this way, I can do some backwards crosses through the shields. And you can check if you're going backwards by throwing it over your shoulder. If you can throw it over your shoulder and hit yourself in the back, you're spinning backwards. So do some backwards crosses. Now once again, you can stop, keep the poi on the plane by your right shoulder, turn around. Forwards crosses. Freeze on your left shoulder, turn. Now your right shoulder's at the poi. Do some backwards crosses, keep spinning, turn, forwards crosses, spin, turn, backwards crosses. Then you can stay on this side and turn. Forwards crosses, do some spins, backwards crosses, do some spins, forwards, backwards. And then with practice, you realize you can turn either way just by doing a few extra spins with the poi while you turn, and then continue crossing. And what I need you to do is to make sure, this one I bet you'll do right. You'll be crossing forwards. When you turn around, remember it's going to be backwards. And you're going to want to practice this until it becomes a bit of a dance, until you can really relax into it. The poi will keep, if the poi wants to keep spinning this way in the room, because there's, it wants to maintain its momentum. So as long as you just let it keep spinning that way, you can start to dance very freely, and the poi will just keep spinning, for me, towards the helmets and away from the shields. Then we switch. You can use your left hand, go through the same progression, face this way, cross forwards. Anytime you want to turn around, stop on a plane, turn the body, then go back to crossing. Stop on a plane, turn the body, go back to crossing. And then as you get used to it, you'll start to dance a little more. You'll start to turn a bit more casually. If you put some music on, you'll start to think more and more about how you feel and less about technically what you're doing until it becomes a dance. And you start to have a lot of fun turning freely, crossing one poi. Once this is comfortable with each hand, and again, I want you to check every now and then. I've made this agreement with myself that when I'm facing this way and I have the shields, I'm going backwards. So every now and then I check. Am I really going backwards? Because a lot of people, they keep switching to forwards, no matter what way they face. So that's one of your first hurdles, is making sure that this is forwards, but this direction you're spinning backwards. And I can't see what you're doing, so you need to check to make sure you're going backwards. When all this is comfortable with each hand, you're ready to play with two poi.